Hello and welcome to my channel. Yesterday I thought it was time to start a new art journal, and I didn't really know what kind of journal I want to use, so I sat down and looked through some of my old journals to see if I would feel inspired. And then I had an idea that I would bring you along the journey, how to start a new art journal. And first I want to talk about some of the options for what you can have as an art journal. One of the options for creating an art journal is to use just an old book. And these are just some of the journals I have used over the years. I buy them from thrift stores and they are very cheap. This is my very first art journal that I created, and this is my very first art journaling page. It's from 2013. And I didn't have as much supplies and didn't have as much skills. So basically this journal is full of trials, testing different techniques and color combinations, and it's a lot kind of scrapbooky kind of a feel, and this barely hold itself together anymore. And for a lot of years I just used old books. Here's another one. And another one, and you can you can get them in different size, and it's really fun to use, and it's really a cheap way to get an art journal. Another option is to use notebooks. These three are just some very cheap notebooks, and these also have very thin pages, and I also glue pages together when I use notebooks. This is an old one, and this is a new one, I think. Maybe some of the pages are on my YouTube channel, and these pages also are very thin, and I think I glue pages together here as well. So yeah, that's an option. Another option is to make your own journal. This one is made from brown paper bags, just sewn together with a simple bookbinding technique, and it's really fun to journal on. This has the same technique with the binding, and this is a thick mixed media paper, or maybe watercolor paper, and this is also an option. Another option is to create some junk journals, and these two really has any kind of a paper. It's this is a wallpaper and tea bag. No, it's copy paper, tea dye copy paper, music notes, any kind, doilies, yeah, some packaging, some fabric, some thinner paper, and some old papers. This is also a junk journal made from music notes, tea dyed paper, copy paper, envelopes, graph paper, and thin. If you prefer, you can also buy books made for the purpose. This is an Arteza journal with watercolor paper in it, and this is a Fabriano journal with really heavy cardstock paper in it. I think 200 and GSM. And this is the Dylusion's journal, also with some heavier paper, cardstock paper. And if you prefer heavier cardstock, white pages, this is an option. And you can get any kind, different sizes, different color of paper you can get. So here's another one, a watercolor journal, and here's an Moleskine, and those papers are a bit thinner. This is yeah. And like I said, there are so many different kind of books and different sizes. This is a brand new one. So I have found a book in my stash. It's also an old book, bought in a thrift store, and I thought we could use this one. So when you look for old books, you want to find those with the thread. Here's the thread, and since I know this book is going to be pretty thick, so I want to take out some of the pages. So I'm taking 2 pages from each side where you have the thread. So then I am going to glue 2 pages together, because this is kind of thin, so you can use a glue stick, or you can use some gel medium. And so today I am going to use just a glue stick. Another thing to think of when you use old books is to use some kind of gesso to protect the paper, since the paper is not made for paints, and so it will easily get destroyed. You have a lot of brands, different brands in gesso, and these are just two that I have. There are also some transparent gesso, and and this is also a transparent one. It's a clear gesso. So this is just some of the gesso you can get. So today I am going to use the white one. You have thinner gesso and you have a thicker gesso. You can see this gesso is a bit thicker and covers, the coverage is pretty good. This one is more thinner gesso, so you can see that it's not covering as much. So depending on what you like, you can use either. I think this is also dried a bit, so maybe it's not as thick from the beginning, but it covers more. You can see here I have some air bubbles, and it's because I didn't get as much glue underneath, and I don't mind, but if you are not that really happy about that, then I suggest to buy an authentic art journal instead, because then you will have thicker pages and you won't get that problem. Okay, it's pretty much primed for any kind of paint. You can also just put on another layer. Before you continue, you want to dry the pages a bit. So now it's dry, and from here you can just do anything you want. So but I normally want to do some kind of collage, and today I have picked out some music notes, two different, and some old paper. This is from a dictionary, and this is just an old magazine or old newspaper, I think. So I will glue pages on this just to cover some of the text. use a glue stick here, or you can use some gel medium, and yeah, it depends on what you like. So I will use both of them today. So let's start with like this one, and I just want to cover this as I'm looking at it, and I think I really like this piece. So let's see, some glue. Let's talk a little about composition, and the one composition that I often use is like a diagonal one. So if I put a piece here, I will take the same one and put in the other corner like a diagonal, and I could, yeah, I'm just looking to see what feels good, maybe to put some. I really like that number 2, so let's see, I think this one. Oh, or maybe this side. Yep, that's what I want. And put it here. Then we will take the other one, and if I put it here, kind of, maybe not. So let's see. And for this one I will use the other one, because the paper is really thin, and I think maybe I will destroy it by using this one. So I'm picking up some gel medium, and I am just trying to cover the pages a bit here. So, and I don't mind putting it over the spine here. So let's see, I put it here, this. Then I am putting this somewhere here, I think. And I want to cover this as well, so I'm just thinking to put this here and this here, so pretty much the whole page is covered. And maybe I will just take a small piece, like this. Oh no, I want it upside down. Let's see. Yeah. Then, should I have any more or not? Let's think about it. You could use, but no, I think I'm happy with this one. And now you can, now you want to protect the new pages you glued, and for this you can use white gesso, or you can also use a transparent gesso or a clear gesso. It's pretty much the same. And if you use this one or this one, all of the paper will show as they are, but if you use white gesso, they will be more like white. So let's see, if I put this one here, you can see that it pretty much is a white, but you can also see the notes underneath. And if I pick with this one, it will cover a lot more. The transparent one, let's put it here. So I'm picking a new brush, so you can see. This also protects your paper, but let's you see all of it. So I normally use a combination of these because I want to hide something and I want to other things to show. So let's put down a layer of clear gesso, and this is Liquitex, and this is the Amsterdam brand, and it's more like, I will put it here. Let's see if there is a difference. I don't think there is. I'm putting this here and all over this. So, not here, Okay, some here. And you don't need all of these. You can also take like white gesso, white gesso like this, and add water. If you have the thicker one, and then you will be able to cover, but it will still be visible. So this is what I like. It's really just a preference, so I'm just covering bits and pieces. I didn't really like the it shows too much, so I'm using this one. And you can also use kind of an old credit card and just spread the paint around, and this will also create some texture. That can be really nice. And yeah, like I said, there are many ways to do it. You can also use kind of a spatula in the same kind of a way. And then you get a more thick layer than compared to a brush. So let's see. I think this is a pretty good start. You can also try different techniques with your you can also create texture in your gesso. So if I want to make lines, I can do like that. Or if you have some other kind of tools, you can also do that. Or maybe like this. Okay, it's a bit. And yeah, if you want, you can create splatters. I need a lot of water for this. can look really nice. So let's try. So it's pretty much dried, and today I'm thinking we are going to use some acrylics. I think we will pick the Van Gogh today. It's more on the cheaper end. And let's see, what kind of colors do I want? I'm usually drawn to the blues and the greens and the turquoise and maybe the pink. Not that fond of yellow and the red. So it really depends on what colors you feel that you're drawn to. You don't need all of the colors. So let's see, maybe I want some turquoise and I want some, let's start with the two more blues. Maybe just a credit card today. You can scrape the paint. It creates a very interesting texture. Just take a brush with the water and you can see that I have put my paints in a diagonal kind of way. So really nice color. And now I'm thinking I want to try the blue one. So to see if it looks anything nice. Now I'm also thinking about not creating color all over the place, because contrast is also about some light area, some dark area, between light and dark. So I'm thinking I'm putting some here, and this is a much darker, and it's gonna create a nice contrast. Really nice. And then I'm also going to take some water and just create a bit of a more runny. So let's see if I can get the paint to run. also creates a lovely effect. And if you don't like it, then you can always take a rag and take it away like this, and then so maybe I will do the same here on the other way. I kind of like that, so I think I will maybe do this way. Let's see. So now we are drying the page. Time to dry it. Okay, it's not completely dry, but I think I want to add another color in the same range. And this is I had it for a really long time, and it's some Dina Wakley paint, so I'm thinking I want some let's see what we can create. Some scribbly lines. Okay. Loving it. It's more like a dry brush now. So you can try some different techniques, and you can see it's not completely dry, and it's mixing a bit here. So let's see. You can see that I am still working like opposites in a diagonal kind of way, and I have my light areas and I have my dark areas. So now I think I will just dry the whole page, and I'll be right back. decided I want some of my favorite paint. This is by far this is my absolute favorite color at the moment. So I think I'm just adding a bit of this with just my finger in places. Yes. And you can always cover parts that you don't like with another layer, like I'm doing here. And to add a bit more texture, you can take a graphite pen. Let's see, a graphite pen, and just scribble. It's one of my favorite and if you just don't like it, you can just cover, but then it will be a bit smudgy, but that's okay. Now that the page is dry, I'm starting to think about the focal point, and I have found some peacocks in my stash. That is interesting to use. I also have a window I found that I have been planning to use this, but I'm not sure if it's the right page. But let's talk about some more composition before we decide. And the thing is, when you place your focal point, it's good to think about the rule of thirds. It's imagine dividing your page in thirds. It's like here and here, and on the other way it's like here and here. and it's beneficial to place your focal point along the lines or in the cross, where the lines cross. So if I take this one, I would put it in, because it's direction of this is going vertical. I would place it here or here. And then you have to think about another thing, because if I put it here, it should be right, it should look good because of the lines, but then you see the bird is looking this way, and it feels like you look at the focal image and the bird is looking that way, and then your eyes will automatically follow the birds where the bird are looking. So in this case I would put it here, because the bird is looking this way, and then your eyes will follow the path, and it's going into the page. I hope that sounds kind of easy to understand. And if we take this one, I would also place it here, because this bird is also looking this way, and it feels more right. So let's see, maybe. And then we have the window, and you can think exactly the same thing about this, because if you put it here, it feels like it's going this way. So I wouldn't put it there, I would put it in this side instead, because then it's like looking out of the window and you're following this way. And we can have some more I also have a flower from a napkin, and if I would use this, I would put it here. Then you can see it's like it's crossing here, and here is the focal area. Let's see, and here we have a butterfly. That's look really nice. Another thing about composition is is contrast, and the contrast can be light and dark, but it can also be about opposite colors, like blue is opposite to orange, really. It makes the other color pop, so that's also something you can think about. Let's see, I have an orange butterfly here. You can see that those two colors make each other pop. And let's see, I have another butterfly, yellow, not so much. You can see that's not popping that much, but the orange one is popping more, and this one is also popping more. Let's see, what do we else have? What do we have? Kind of like this one. So no. This is usually the process when I'm looking for a focal point. I go through my stash and look for something that I like at the moment, and then I'm trying different things on the page and see how does it feel. So you can see if I'm picking this one, it will be more like a monochromatic color scheme, but if I pick this one, it will be more like a pop. And actually what I'm thinking now is that I thought I wanted to use this one, but I really liked the butterfly, so I'm thinking I'm sticking with this one. And maybe, or is it too much? Maybe it's too much. Yes, I think it's too much. So I decided for the butterfly. So you can put it either here, which I really like because this is kind of a dark, and this has more light underneath. And if you put it here, it will disappear in the dark area. You can also put it here, but it feels kind of dark on this part. You could, if you want it here, you can fix it with some acrylic paint. You can take the white and you can smush it here so this area gets lighter. But I think I want it here, so I'm just thinking. I have the lines, and this is following the line. Here is the other line, and I will put this line here where the two meet. Yes, I will use gel medium to glue this butterfly down. Now that we have the butterfly here, you want something in this opposite corner here, and this will make your eyes will draw to this, and then if you have the text, it will follow some lines. So maybe I have to remove this line, or maybe I don't know, but I would put some text here. So let's see if we can find something that feels inspiring. Here's my tin of cut words from magazines and some book pages. So I'm going to look it through and see what I can come up with, and this will take some time, so I will be back in just a bit. Now I have flicked through some of the words, and I also have searched for a quote that I really like, so I am deciding what to use. And I think I will go with the quote today. So I like to mix my own handwriting with some words on printed words. So let's see if I can find something in this. I'm thinking I need to tone this down, so I think I will use some white and my favorite, this one, to tone it down. It's a bit too much here. Thinking about the composition again, and you want your text here. Thinking it's kind of it feels kind of unfinished, so I'm just thinking, what can I add? It's like butterfly, or I'm thinking maybe I'm not really happy about this. It didn't turn out the way I imagined, so I'm just thinking maybe I will cover it up and then yes, I'm not happy with this, so I'm taking it off. And if you don't like what you created, so just just deal with it, and you can use some collage pieces to cover it up, like I'm doing now. So I'm not going to talk so much. I just going to make some collage and cover up and painting some more colors on here. This is a sheet of paper that I created myself, and it has some of the sayings that I really like, and I'm just trying things out to see what it is that I want. Okay, so maybe this one, it's time to start something new. See the light in the little things. Yes, I think I like this one much better. Let's see, I'm placing it in the line, and I'm feeling much more happy about this. So there you go. See the light in the little things. So some gel medium again to glue it down. So let's see the light. No, it's time to start something new. That's what we've been doing today. It's time to start something new, and this is what I want to do. I want to see the light in the little things. So let's see. Let's see. Outline a little bit. Sometimes I use this Intense, and I think for this one would be great. So I'm putting a line underneath and on the side, and then I use some water to make a shadow. And and sometimes it gets too much. So let's see. Yes, definitely I like this. It's time to start something new, and I really like those little dots, and I'm just looking through my little stash of crayons. What can I use? Maybe this one. And I'm taking a piece of paper again, and yeah, I think it's a good match. I want those dots. They look really lovely. So I'm thinking again a composition thing. I want those dots to flow through my page in some way. So I'm thinking maybe and then also trying to pick up some of this opposite color and do something on this side maybe. It can ruin the page, but I am hoping not. So let's see, what can we use? And I'm feeling a bit insecure. No, I think the page is finished, so not so much more we can do. I really like scribble, so I'm scribbling a bit. Just in random places, just to get some more interesting going. Yeah, I really like that. Maybe some shading here, I don't know. Would that be good? We try. It's kind of a happy accident, because the crayons, the new color 2 crayons, they are water soluble, and I'm kind of liking this color that came through here. So I'm not smushing everything, but okay, not too much, but that was more like a happy accident, and I didn't plan this. And sometimes it will create a nice effect with some happy accidents, and sometimes it will not. I think my page is ready, so thank you so much for watching, and please leave a comment below, and also if you have a specific topic you want me to talk about, please let me know in the comments below. Bye.